Yes.
You obviously work together an awful lot.
Yes.
How well do you get on together off stage?
Our manager told us to be
secrets.
oh, very well. We are all very good friends.
Now, seriously, is there some tension there sometimes, or is it?
I mean, the good thing about it is we're all really good friends, and we were good friends before we started singing, and singing was part of our friendship. It was our hobby. It was what we did and what we lived and breathed to do, what we looked forward to doing. So to be able to turn that into doing it for a job as a living, it is just really special.
Fantastic.
So every week we're always saying to each other just how lucky we are to do this. And even though sometimes it might be sort of hard to be away from home for 3 weeks and sort of living out of each other's pockets, it's a small.
Sorry.
What are your favourite kind of venues to play at then?
I think we relish the chance, which we don't get too often these days, to sing without microphones in churches or rooms where you don't need them. I think the unadorned, unamplified voice is something that inspired us when we heard other people singing like that when we first started out. So if we get the chance to ever sing off the microphones, I think that's always really, really special for us. But yes, we do a sort of range of gigs. Obviously, if big festivals like this, sometimes it's a different atmosphere to saying maybe playing at an arts centre or something like that. But I think we just
All of their merits in a way.
enjoy them. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was Eve, by the way. Eve Winterburn from Yorkshire Gig Guide, who came with a question there. I should explain that.
Oh, I think they all know who she is.
They are, don't you?
No one knows who you are but Eve. I think you know these three lads.
About your favourite place to sing now. What's the most unusual place to sing?
This is it.
Maybe.
You let him off the hook there, Eve.
We've sung in some strange places.
I think when you do interviews to the BBC and stuff, often if you do like ones that are, where you do quite a few of them in a day, you do it from one studio, and so it means they just basically hide you in a broom cupboard. Just put you in a cupboard, like this tiny thing, and with one microphone and maybe like 1.5 headphones each to sort, between you to kind of do the interview with, and then they suddenly go, "Do you want to give us a song?" And we think, well, no, really, we can barely breathe in here. And you have to just, where you are, just scrushed up, just try and give them a song. So that's quite an unusual place.
This is quite unusual.
So this is quite spacious in comparison, actually.
Great, yeah. Okay, let's talk about the future now. What are you gigging at next? What are you doing next?
A big festival time now, so we're off to Canada in a few weeks. We've it's become our kind of a new adopted home. Or there's lots of plans in the future for doing lots of tours. So we're going to gig on the west coast. So we're going to Vancouver and Calgary and Canmore and others. So, and then we've got after the festival season, we've got a few projects, and then our Christmas show that we do every year.
Right, yeah.
I don't know what the closest would the Selby Town Hall be the closest to here, maybe?
Congratulations,
Yeah.
you're the first person to mention Christmas this year, by the way.
There we are.
Yeah, that's looking ahead, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, he didn't see the future. I was wondering how far he was going to go before he was in the room.
And in 2019.
And what about recordings? What's in the offing there?
Well, we'll see, but hopefully we'll have something for next year.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, we've got lots of new songs we've been singing this weekend, and people keep asking, what CD is that song on, what CD is that one on, and unfortunately we've not.
And we
recorded
thought,
any.
we better quickly record it before someone else does. Start stealing our songs and put it on there. Ches Lowe puts it on his CD first. Beats us to it.
Yeah, rivalry. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Now to finish this interview.
Hang on a minute, you've wrapped me up. The poor man might not even want to have finished yet. To finish this interview, you say?
There's a visual thing.
Very arrogant man.
Are we going to get this song from Carol?
Well, people don't know. Hang on a minute.
Carol? She doesn't sing, does she? She plays.
That's what I'm saying. Are we going to get this tune?
Oh, yeah, I can get her to play, can't I?
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Oh, thank you very much.
Lovely.
Mind you see, it's only fair now if you sing us a song, isn't it?
Yes.
If you
Yeah.
you happy to do that?
Yeah.
I'll just turn the volume down a bit.
What should we sing?
Yeah, because this is going to be your favourite kind of venue.
Apart from that big one over there.
And it's going to be so confined as well. It's like singing in the
I don't know what you're grinning for, Andrew. You're on next.
What shall we sing? Lapwings maybe?
That's unclear if I think.
Or something else?
Of the instruments, not
Yeah.
the music in the background. So we need to sing something. Tom Payne or something.
Yeah. Tom Payne's Bones, written by Graham Moore.
As I dreamed out one evening by a river of discontent, I bumped straight into old Tom Payne as running down the road he went. He said, I can't talk now, son, King George is after me, and he'll have a rope around my throat and hang me on the Liberty Tree, but I'll dance to Tom Payne's Bones. Dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dancing the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's Bones. Dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dancing the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's Bones. I only talked about freedom and justice for everyone, but ever since the very first word I spoke, I've been looking down the barrel of a gun. They say I preach revolution, well let me say in my defence that all I did wherever I went was talk a lot of common sense. And I'll dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dancing the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's Bones. I'll dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dancing the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's Bones. Old Tom Payne, he ran so fast, he left me standing still, and there I was, a piece of paper in my hand, standing at the top of the hill. It said, this is the age of reason, these are the rights of man. No religion, no monarchy, it was all in Tom Payne's plan. And I'll dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dancing the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's Bones. I'll dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dancing the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's Bones. Old Tom Payne, where does he lie?
No one laughs and no one cries.
Where he's gone and how he fares, no one knows and no one cares. But I will dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dancing the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's Bones. I'll dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dancing the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's Bones. Dance to Tom Payne's Bones, dancing the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's Bones.
Fantastic! Wow! Brilliant. From the accompaniment in there as well. Really, thanks very much for that. Really.
Thank you very much.
No problem. It's going to be a good laugh, that is. That's going to be a good laugh. I'm not sure how that sound check came over in the background, but
I don't know.
it should be.
We're in time with you.
Yeah, we try now.
Whether it was in keys a different matter. So, where do you find time to source your new songs and things? You know, because you're a busy bunch, aren't you?
We're always together, so we just, we got loads of time to rehearse. And the great thing about being unaccompanied a lot of the time is that you can just rehearse while you're driving.
Do you mean the writing of the songs? Do you
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Well, I think we get. I mean, I write a lot. Well, sometimes when I write, I have to be at home and in a sort of special zone, I suppose. But but it's always it's all right.
8 degrees Celsius. Light breeze on my forehead.
On my own, maybe I should be. Yeah, so I have to be on my own. You might guess why. But yeah, like Dave says, we spend a large part of the year together. So if we've got songs, because we've got we've got a big repertoire of songs that we sing, but also a huge repertoire of songs that we know how to join in with choruses and songs we've heard over the years. And so in the back of our minds, we've always got like 3 or 4 songs we sort of think we should sing or we aim to sing. And it's just when we're touring, we'll in the van or on a train or something, we'll just sort of work them out and go from there. Really.
Yeah. Do you write together then, or do you write separately?
Well, the original stuff, I tend to write the sort of the core of it, and then take it to Mike and Dave, and
I mean, lyrically, it's totally Reynolds songs, but you know, musically, we then sort of work out what we can do with it and things like that.
Yeah.
Right. And is that something you really enjoy doing? The sort of creating new things.
I think so. I think there's a real special buzz about creating. So I think Alan Bennett said that when asked what's the best thing about writing, and he said, oh well, it's actually writing. It's just that moment when you are like when you sort of a bit of inspiration and you just putting pen to paper and you're thinking, oh yeah, I've just made this. It's almost like separate from I'm writing this because I'm going to share it at this folk festival with a couple hundred people or at this audience. It's just me and the idea, and he could articulate it so much better than I'm doing now. But that's
maybe it's the voice. You need to do the voice, Sean,
Yeah.
and it'll help you a lot if you do the voice, Sean.
Yes.
So Bennett offer.
Any questions you want to ask us?
I think that's great.
No, thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.
Good.